Alright, listen up, rovers. If you are thinking about pulling for Lupa, or maybe you are just curious whether this absolute gladiator is worth your precious pulls, you are on the right place, my friend. This is gonna be your complete guide for Lupa in Wuthering Waves version 2.4. I am talking everything her release date, full kit breakdown, farming guides, best weapons, echo bells, and of course the best team compositions to make her pop off. And I'll be real to you, Lupa is not just another damage dealer. She is a hybrid half nuker and half buffer. And if you build her right, she becomes an integral part of your gameplay. But, and this is important, she is not your typical slam buttons and win kind of a resonator. She has got layers. So, if you are someone who enjoys a satisfying rotation, hitting big numbers, and boosting your team at the same time, trust me, you are gonna love her. So, stick around because towards the end, I'll break down some of the most common mistakes player will make when building Lupa, so you don't waste your time, energy, or resources. Alright, let's jump straight into it. Okay, so first thing first, when is Lupa dropping? Her banner goes live on July 3rd, 2025. Right after Kartathiya's banner ends, it runs until July 23rd, so you have got a solid 3 weeks to pull. And gameplay wise, Lupa is not just about hitting stuff. She is a hybrid DPS support offering both serious damage and buffs to her squad. Super versatile, super satisfying to play. Alright, now if you wanna have Lupa maxed out the moment you get her, here is what you should be farming right now. I won't be able to go piece by piece, but here is the list. You can take a screenshot of it if you want to. If you are serious about playing Lupa, this pre-farm checklist is your best friend. Now let's talk about why Lupa's gameplay is actually super fun and pretty unique. Her whole kit revolves around two resources. First one is Wolf Flame. It fuels her big special attack, and then the Wolf Faith, which unlocks her biggest nuke. Here is how it flows. First, her normal attack. She does a 4-hit combo that builds Wolf Flame. On the third hit, she can branch into mid-air or chain into her heavy moves. And then comes her heavy attack. Once Wolf Flame hits 50, her heavy gets upgraded, both of which can hit harder and grant Wolf Flame. She also gets a special move called Fire Stick that replaces her third air attack if Wolf Flame is higher. Again, it generates Wolf Faith. And then comes her Resonance skill. She tosses her banner, marks her enemy, restore Wolf Flame, and lets her follow up with Farron Fang for bonus damage against marked target. And then comes her Forte Circuit. This is where the fun starts. She spends 2 Wolf Faith to cast Dance with the Wolf or the Climax, which is a massive nuke that hits like a truck. After that, you can drop the Foe Breaker, which eats all Wolf Flame and puts her into burning match point, where her energy recharge goes wild. And then there is the Resonance Liberation. It resets her Wolf Faith and Wolf Flame and boosts the team's attack by 6% and gives extra fusion damage against big bosses. We also have her outro skill. Whoever swaps in after her gets 20% fusion damage and 25% basic attack damage for 14 seconds. This buff alone makes her amazing support in quick swap teams. Lupa is a rotation queen. You gotta manage Wolf Flame and Wolf Faith efficiently for maximum damage. Super satisfying once you nail it. Now let's talk gear. For F2P players, you can pick Lester's Razor. It works insanely well with Lupa. After using her Liberation, press 4 Breaker immediately to fully trigger the weapon's Liberation bonus. Now if you want a premium option, you can go for Ages of Harvest or Verdant Summit. Both gives best stat and bonus, and once her signature weapon drops, expect it to boost Liberation damage even further. Now let's talk about her echo setup. For the formation, you can use the 4-3-3-1-1 formation. So for the 4 cost echo, you would need to prioritize on crit rate or crit damage, balance based on your weapon. For the 3 cost echoes, you would focus on attack percentage or fusion damage bonus. If you don't have her signature, double fusion bonus is best. And for the 1 cost echo, you have to focus on attack percentage. Also, if you want a substat priority, you can prioritize on crit rate and then crit damage and then liberation damage bonus. And yes, Flaming Crawl Print set is absolutely best. Her biggest damage sources are counted as liberation damage, so it outperforms Molten Rift by a mile. Now let's talk teams. First of all, if you want a meta setup, you can use Lupa plus Changli and Brand. This is a crazy synergy. You can have huge buffs and massive damage. Secondly, you can use Lupa, Encore and Chisha. A bit more budget but still really solid. Encore specially abuses the outro skill like crazy. Thirdly, this is a hyper carry option. You can use Lupa, Shorekeeper and Jinxing. If you wanna run Lupa as your main DPS, it's not meta top, but it works if you invest. Now a big thing to remember, hybrids aren't meant for hard carry like a pure DPS, but with her outro buff, attack bonus, she makes everyone better. She shines in both double DPS and quick swap teams, of course. Now that was it for the team composition. Now really quick, let me save you some pain. I will see and you will also see some common mistakes while building Lupa. First of all, people will build her like the basic attack and DPS. Nah, you don't want to do that. Her damage mostly comes from Liberation and Forte. Secondly, ignoring the crit rate and Liberation damage bonus substat, those matter than the static flat attack, so you don't want to miss them out. And thirdly, burning weekly supply packs too early. Only use them if you really hit a wall. Also, I would like to give you a pro tip. Always hit the 4 breaker right after the liberation to trigger weapon effect like the Lustrous Razor. That's how you squeeze out maximum DPS output. And that's the full rundown of Lupa in Wuthering version 2.4. She is obviously coming in the second half on 3rd of July. Whether you are going to pull her or not, it depends upon you. Whether you are going full DPS, quick swap or a hybrid buffer setup, she is an absolute blast to play if you enjoy fast rotation and managing mechanics. So if this video helped, do me a solid, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll soon create a Discord channel. So join our Discord channel. It will be linked in the pinned comments. We will be sharing guides, builds and theory crafting over there. So good luck for your pulls and I'll catch you in the next one. This is MJ signing off.